A lot going on in Quebec next year, don't we?
Exactly, yes, and next year is starting soon. It will be in 6 weeks. So that means December 31st is our kickoff party for our 400th birthday as a city. And throughout the winter time, it's mostly our usual festivals like Winter Carnival and tournaments like ice hockey tournaments that take place. Mind you, the bulk of the activities will take place in the summertime. That will be between June and October, when the city, basically on a daily basis, will have something special happening. There are some highlights. Of course, the city is celebrating its 400th on the 3rd of July. So that first week of July will see a lot of our, founding countries' visitors.
Have you got any indications so far of how successful a campaign it has been or will become in terms of forward bookings?
Well, actually, we know that certain dates are a bit tight. If, for example, the Pope is supposed to visit us the 3rd week of June, so that would create a little bit of a demand for hotel rooms. But apart from, like I say, very specific dates like that, we started our promotion of the 400th away, like internationally in countries and all that. And I think right now the host population is waiting to see the key details. For example, yesterday it was announced that on August 22nd, Celine Dion will do an outdoor show, a free show on the Plains of Abraham. Which
is given your heritage, given the culture of the city and the region, is there a distinct French flavour to the celebrations?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a distinct French flavor, because we want to involve the Aboriginal, the native cultures into this. So the Huron nation is actually based in Quebec City. This is where they've always been. And so they are taking place in the celebration by providing elements of their heritage. And of course, not only their heritage, but how they live nowadays. Natives don't always wear feathers. And that's one thing. I think it's time that even though in Quebec we don't have the VFR business, because I'm 10th generation, so obviously if someone was to come from Ireland to visit their descendants, they'd see a lot of graveyards, but they wouldn't know who their cousins or descendants are. So it's time maybe to come back and see how it's evolved. And it's not only French, it's really a mix of this British culture. Well, actually, so far we've been concentrating on the trade for the past year or so, and as it comes now, we are coming more and more to the consumer by press relations, essentially. So ideally, you should see a lot of newspapers and dailies speaking about Quebec and what's going on, and in terms of the agenda and all that, to make sure that the consumer actually asks to come to Quebec City, and not only the trade is making. I think the offer is there with the trade, whether it's a city stay, whether it's something more adventurous to see our wildlife or the backcountry. But at the same time, I think everybody needs the consumer to actually ask for the Quebec product. And if people love Canada this much, it's also a great opportunity for them to discover La Belle Province, as we call it.